the biz.
What's up, y'all? This is What's the Biz 559. I'm Jay Graham.
And I'm Nika.
And we got a very special guest here. The man, the legend, the myth.
Goat.
Yes, the GOAT. Yes, Clif Young.
Y'all.
Yes.
We here.
Yeah, man. We so happy that you came, man. This
Yes.
is, man, definitely a blessing right here. You know?
Yeah. Another thank you for joining us today, Clif.
Appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. We definitely want to talk about all things business. But before we get into any of that, we really just want to know, who is Clif Young? I mean, tell us about yourself. Tell us about your upbringing. I mean, you got a lot going on, and I'm excited to dig into that a little later. But right now, we just want to focus on who Clif Young is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like asking, a person to tell you what all the Britannica, the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Right.
Because there's a lot to it.
Minutes. There's a lot going on.
A whole lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to start from the beginning, man. Like,
right.
Were you born in Tulare?
I was. I'm a native of Tulare. I was born in Tulare. Yep. I was born here in Tulare. Very, very long time ago. Now, probably not that long, but
Right. Don't age yourself.
So I am a native of Tulare. Yeah. So I grew up. Majority of my time, I grew up on the west side of Tulare.
Oh wow.
So
yeah.
So you're a Mustang then?
Yeah, I'm a Mustang.
Okay,
Die hard.
okay.
Yes. Grew up with some soldiers,
Yeah.
And but yeah, Tulare Western. Yeah, I graduated from. Played sports.
Yeah.
With a couple fine people around here in the town, and got a lot of memories back at Tulare Western, but a lot of my friends, and family members, I got actually the opportunity to see both sides of the town, because I was growing up on the west side, but a couple of times we moved around in the town with my mom, so I found myself at some of the east side schools too. I went to Cherry for a little while there,
A bulldog.
Yeah, Cherry for a while there, then went to Mulcahy for a while, but I eventually ended up at Tulare Western. Yeah, Cherry was tough, man. It seemed like it was, you was getting in a fight every other week.
Right.
I don't know what was going on with Cherry, but they didn't
I think it's still like that.
They did not like me over there. So so I had to get up out of there. They wasn't too happy with me being there, but Mulcahy was my home, and then Tulare Western. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you live anywhere else, or were you just here for most part of your life?
Yeah. I moved around a little bit. Like I said, I'm a mama's boy. So my mom at the time, she was she was kind of moving around. She was doing a lot. She was very active, and so my sister, it was me and my sister. I got an older sister. She's 2 years older than me. She's in the Air Force.
Oh,
and
nice.
she's a I better get this right because she will be mad.
Right.
Yeah, so she is I better get this.
Check the messages, man. Check the messages.
Right.
Chief Master Sergeant. Yeah, she's a Chief Master Sergeant. I got it right.
Put some respect on the name.
Especially in
Yes.
Women's Herstory Month, okay?
Yes, there we go.
Women's Herstory.
Absolutely. I got it right.
You got it right.
She's a Chief Master Sergeant. and
Nice. Shout out
she's
to
been-
her.
Yeah, she's been in the military in the Air Force for probably at least over 25 years. So yeah. So she's big weight there. But it was me and her, and my sister. She quickly stabilized herself with my grandparents. They was in Pixley, and it was a foundation of our family. So she felt very stable there. So she stayed and went to Pixley School, and she went to Tulare Union. And I was the mama's boy, so wherever my mom went, I went. And so, but I found myself in Tulare for a while. Lived in Hanford for a while. I went to school in Hanford. I went to school in Pixley. I went to school in Visalia. I went to school in Fresno.
Wow.
Yeah, I went to school in Richmond, California.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I was in a lot of schools, and what's crazy about it is I always kind of felt I had my back against the wall because I was a new guy on the block all the time,
Right.
It's crazy,
Right.
but I went to a lot of schools, and it's crazy. The Richmond school was something else too. Them boys didn't play. I remember I had my first day there, and I was sitting in class. I could have been probably 10, 11 years old, something like that. They put me in the back I was sat in the back of the class, and throughout the whole class, it was this young girl that she kept looking back, kept looking back in the class. And so after a while, she turned around and she said, "Ooh, he fine." I remember this. This is like, I'm 10, 11 years old, man. Check this out. I remember she said, "Ooh, he fine." Friend. And the two guys looked back and was like, "I'm going to kick your butt after school."
Dang.
Yeah, like straight up. Like they was like, "I'm going to kick your butt after school," And I'm like, damn, like what happened, So I'm like, okay, back then it was kind of those fights. You kind of the time was ticking for the bell to ring, right? Everybody's waiting for that bell to ring at the end of the night, right? End of the class.
Yeah.
And man, that day went fast for me. I tell you that. And sure enough, man, the bell rung, and by that time the whole class know that it's about to be a fight, Man. And it's 2 against 1, right? So sure enough, and so the girls that are coming, she came to me, she was like, "Don't be scared of them." I said, "Do they know how to fight?" She said, "They just think they know karate, but they can't fight." So here it is. I'm thinking, these guys know karate, So we get outside. This Richmond, California, Richmond is not to be played with.
Right.
First day in school. Wow. Okay. And we get outside and everybody's waiting, they forming that little circle, right? Mm-hmm. So sure enough, 2 guys are approaching me. And so I got my books in my hand and I'm like, okay, so I'm kind of backing up against the wall because I figured the wall behind me, I just gotta worry about what's in front of me, right? Yeah. Everybody encircled around. My mom is outside in front of the school, and she's waiting. She noticed that all the kids out and Sunday came, so she asked those 2, "Hey, have you seen a boy that, blue shirt, afro head, ain't comb right, you seen him, And she said, "Yeah, he around the corner. There are 2 guys about to kick his butt over there." She's like, "What?" So she jumped out the car. And
Mama don't play.
As soon as them guys was like, it was like seconds, man. She came around the corner. "You little mother, go get your mama. I'll beat her too." You know what I'm saying?
Mama don't play.
Go get your mama. I'll beat her too. So she saved me from that. Yeah, rest in peace, Mom. So, but she saved me from that ass whooping big time, man.
Wow.
And that was the first day. So I've been in I found myself in a lot of situations where the terrain is new.
Yeah.
So I've had to adapt to that environment. I had to adapt to those people. And now that I look back at my life, I did that indirectly. I was having to do it, and at that age, didn't even understand what I was doing until I got back and said, "Oh, now I understand why any environment I go into, I can adapt to." Because I had to find myself adapting to all these different environments and stuff like that. So, long story, but it's pretty work. I remember it very well. So,
no, that's real good.
That is.
Because that I can relate to that. You know what I mean? I did the same thing, moved around a lot, but I never thought of it. Right. How you just said it helps you later. Yeah. Right. I never thought of it like that. That's amazing. Yeah.
That is amazing.
It came back and helped me with some of the. My attributes that I have now in today's land, so.
Yeah. That's awesome. And so your husband, a father,
yes, husband,
businessman, mentor,
absolutely.
all the above.
Yes.
You want to tell us a little bit about your beautiful family? Definitely. I got a beautiful family, I got a beautiful wife. And I got 3 kids. Nice.
And my oldest boy, he's 26. He works for one of the businesses, and he does a great job.
Nice.
He's my oldest. And my baby girl, she just turned 21 a week ago or so ago. So her name's JADYN. My oldest son's name is Devon Young, and then her name is JADYN Young. And then my youngest is 15. And
giant.
Yeah, he's the biggest in the house.
What?
It's crazy. He's the youngest and he's the biggest in the house.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's usually how it works. That's funny how that is.
Wow.
Yes. His name is BROTHA Young, and he goes to he's in high school. He's a freshman in high school. Yes.
Okay.
He goes to Mission Oaks. So
nice.
So yeah, it's crazy. It's interesting about my kids is, and I think I probably told you this before, John, probably in time we spent together, but all my kids are exactly 5 years apart. And all of them are born on the 20th of a month.
Oh, wow.
So it's 20, 20, 20. You know, yeah.
2020 vision.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't know what's going on with five, but so when I play the lottery, there's always 5s and 20s in it.
Yeah.
Anything I do, there's a 5 and a 20 in it. Because I don't
always buy a ticket.
Yeah,
so I know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So, but great family. My daughter, she's a high performance cheerleader and basketball player. She spent some time playing basketball. College basketball, and that's her passion, and she also has been cheerleading for a very long time. And she's good at that. And my youngest son, he's big. He's into sports. He plays football too as well, and does a great job. Yeah, he's too big not to.
Something, man.
Yeah, yes. They know. Like my family know. Like you know, my family. It's high performance in there. You have to you in my household. Like you have to do something.
Right.
I was just gonna ask, what does the conversation sound like around the dinner table? Like, are you? I'm sure. I know you're teaching them the ropes. I mean,
yes.
Extraordinary kids is what we want to raise. So, what does the conversation sound like? Give us some pointers.
Yes, definitely. No, it's like I said. It's I think you know, they've kind of jumped into it based on watching me.
Of course.
So they know, you know, everything is very high performance.
Right.
You know, you have to be serious about your work. You know, you have to put 100% in. You got to take care of yourself. You got to be healthy.
Yeah.
You know, you got to be physical. You know, you got to have some type of physical activity in your life. You know, you got to take things serious, and you have to be, our family's foundation is principles. You know, so we have what we call lighthouse principles, and the reason why I call them lighthouse principles is because they don't shift. You know, they don't move. You know, no matter how big the boat is in the ocean, that lighthouse ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? So build it as big as you want, but that boat is gonna have to redirect off its coordinates before that lighthouse do. So you know, I teach my kids not to shift their principles because if you really think about it, they never have shifted. It's the same principles 1,000 years ago that they are today. You know, you know, be very respectful. You know, be very honest. Be very transparent. Be very trustworthy. You know, act with integrity. You know, and at the same time, you know, don't take no shit either. Though.
Right.
You know, because each one of those, specifically around respect, you know, it's earned. You know, so as long as you're treating these people in this way, then you should expect that in return. If they don't, then you know what to do with that. You know, so.
Do you have those conversations? Like, because I learn a lot by observing, right?
Yeah, right.
So a lot of times things ain't relate to me verbally, but I'll pick up on it just by what's going on, like how you said earlier. So do you actually have those conversations, like this is what our family is? Do you have those discussions like that? Or is it more so you lead the way and they kind of follow through with it?
I would say a little combination of both, right? So we have the conversations, and then they, like, again, you know, they watch how they dad move, and you know, those things like that, you know. And so, but yeah, we have these conversations. It's crazy because sometimes I could get on a tangent in the house. They like, oh, okay, Dad, like, and we trying to go out, we trying to go to the movies, you about to get into this, and it's crazy because my kids is ready to go, but now all they friends want to stick around and be like, oh, we want to hear your dad. Tell me more.
Yeah.
So the friends want to stick around, my kids want to leave, but we had these conversations. We have long conversations, and you know, I mean, you know, they help me too. You know, they're, you know, because they're seeing the world from a different perspective. You know, through their generation and their lenses of what they're doing. So it's good to have that open communication in the house to where, you can kind of bounce things off each other, and I may go upstairs and put some clothes on and think I look fly, and I come down and my daughter be like, Dad, no, you're not wearing that. Take it back up. Right. That don't look good. No, you know what I'm saying? So you got to have them near to make sure that
it's a good balance.
It's a good balance,
and it's equally as important as you talking to their friends, because that's who they're hanging out with.
Yes,
so I would want to get to their friends too.
Right,
hey, y'all want to listen? I'm gonna talk to anybody who want to listen.
Right. That's a good point. Absolutely. So
I would take that all in too.
Yes. That's awesome. I'm very proud of my kids. I think I wouldn't change them for the world. I really look at some friends and families, some of the situations they have with their kids, unfortunate situations, or just the way, kids may be out of line. Right. And then I come back and it makes me appreciate my kids, because they've done very, very well. Like, awesome. I can't think of, at least for sure, the first two. I don't know. I was still checking my third one. I'm like, man, I don't know. But baby. I can't even think of a time that my kids actually lied to me. Like, never, like, awesome. Never lied. Like, even if it's something they want me to hear, they're going to tell me. I got a lot of respect for them with that.
Yeah. For sure. I just read something that said, it was geared towards mothers, but I want, any parent can use it. I want to be the parent that my kids would say, damn, I need to call my mom, or my dad, they'll know how to figure this out, versus I can't call my mom or my dad, they'll freak out, or they won't understand.
Yes.
So that's every parent's dream.
Absolutely.
To want to have your children reach out to you for anything, whether it be like, dang, I thought I raised you better than that. Versus, all right, let's figure this out.
Yes,
we're gonna figure this out.
Right. No, that's interesting you say that, because, my kids, they actually do that a lot. Like, they do it more than I want them to, right?
Right.
Unless it's something that they trying to get, right? They gonna go to mom's first, right? Or if they did something, they gonna run it through mom's first, then it goes from mom's to me, right? Because they know Pop's going to tell them like it is.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Right. We could talk about parenting, all day. I know I can, especially hearing tips and the different things from someone like yourself. But let's get into business.
Yes.
Let's talk about these businesses you have. And I know we're sipping on one right now, so I'm excited to learn more about this, because it's amazing.
Yes.
Tell us about your businesses, where they're located, what they are, what's the biz.
Yes.
And let us know a little bit about those businesses you have.
Let's see. The life is very active right now. I got a lot going on, and so it's but I think I kind of strive off that a little bit. The pressures. But so there's a lot going on right now. But the business, what you're sipping on right there is sour sop. So
which is that's amazing.
A tea. Yes, really good. So I just incorporated a business called Young Life. Okay, and basically what I'm offering is sea moss and sour sop leaves. It's been something that we grew up on in my family. Especially like sea moss. All my family takes it. Daily, and we've seen the benefits of it. So we're very well convinced. So I just decided to say, hey, I've had a lot of friends and relatives that found themselves with underlying conditions and sicknesses and needing help. And so not saying that this is a cure for everything, but it's a very good supplement to have in your body. So sour sop, I don't know if people know, but that's it's a fruit that's out of the Caribbeans. And it's been around thousands of years, and they've used it in different ways, but it's supposed to have a lot of antibacterial enzymes in it that fight bacterias. And it's known to even be 10 times stronger than chemotherapy. That's what some say. So I'm no doctor.
Crazy.
But I've seen a lot of benefits in the soursop too as well. So I'm like, man, let me bring the leaves over. So I import the leaves from St. Lucia, which is in the Caribbean, all FDA approved. All my products are FDA approved, and import them in. And so you take the leaves and you make a tea out of them. And that's what you're sipping on today. Yeah, it's a little soursop tea with a little fresh lemon in it. Lemon's good for you too, right? It helps keep your body at a certain pH. You want to have a alkalinity state.
Right. No, it's really good, and it's very good to point out that you have where you're getting your stuff from, because a lot of people. A lot of people are trying to hustle things, but this is from a good source that you're getting your product from, man. And that's very, very important to differentiate that from the others. You know what I mean? And one thing I know about you is that when you do things, you do it the right way.
Yes, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, no.
You do it the right way. So,
I feel like it's equally important, too, that you said that you've been taking this for a long time, like in your family. Like, this is new to... I mean, I've learned about this within the last couple of years, but I know recently I've been seeing, a lot of people on sea moss and they're making it here in the Valley. But the fact that you have the experience with it and firsthand, how to deal with, or how it affects your body and the good things that it can do. A lot of people just jump on the bandwagon per se and just start selling things without even having any experience with it, for lack of better terms. But I think that's equally as important. But yes, knowing where you're getting this stuff from.
Very highly important.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. It's because, there's a lot of knockoffs out there too. And me, not to step on anybody's, their
no
work
step
or whatever.
on them.
No
we
step
on them, bro.
There's a lot of knockoffs.
We got to get that out.
Yeah, they growing it in swimming pools in their backyard, and
we don't want to do it. I don't want nothing to grow in nobody's.
That's not good for you.
No,
we got to talk about that, because a lot of our culture, man, we go from one thing to another, but we always hustling. And that's not a good thing for long term. For your people and for business wise too. You know what I'm saying? So we really got to address that. Just because we hearing the craze what Dr. Sabi says, then everybody want to jump on the train. Everybody want to, how can I hustle? But man, I know, like I said, when you said that, and I'm like, I already know Clif's going to do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? So he isn't going to give me no poison. He ain't going to give me something
kosher.
Exactly.
Exactly. We want kosher things.
Yeah, kosher.
That's perfect.
And it's organically grown, It's organically grown. Like I said, it's FDA approved. It's the real deal, and because, this piece of it for us, because it's a family business, my whole family's involved in it. I'm just getting it off the ground. And, once I get it off the ground and finish up the commissioning of the business, then my family's gonna sustain it. So, and I'm gonna go on to the next projects, but it's more about helping people and healing people. Like I got just tons of testimonials just here in town, that I've given this to people, and they're just like, when can I get more? When can I get more? Get more? I mean, when you figure you can take 2 tablespoons of something in a day and get 92 trace minerals
right there
at the beginning of your day, I mean, it's like it's a no-brainer. No-brainer, right? So it's compensating. The sea moss is compensating for the lack of nutrients that you're not getting in your day-to-day diet. If we were to try to get 102 minerals a day just through dieting, I mean, it would take
it would be obese.
10 carrots, 20 oranges, 15 lemons. So a day, so whatever you're not getting out of your food, your diet daily, the sea moss is coming in and supplementing that. So your body is always at an optimized level. So when a sickness does come in, you're at your best to fight it. A person that may get sick, and it may be 5 days of being sick, if you on sea moss, it's going to be 48 hours, maybe 2 days. So you're going to fight it off a lot faster, or you may not even get it at all. So.
And one of the questions I always like to ask business owners is the need. Like, what need did you discover here in the Valley? You said it earlier that, a lot of people that have been unhealthy, maybe in your in your family or, you know, your network that you've just known there's a need for it because there's a lot of sicknesses going on? I mean, we got, every time you turn around, it's something new, like Covina, COVID, everybody.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's always something lab made or whatever.
Yes.
So you identified that need here in the Valley,
That's
especially.
correct. Yes.
And that's what made you want to bring that here.
Absolutely.
And we're so thankful.
Yes, no,
because,
yes.
like I said, my husband, he's avid just with the sea moss.
Yes.
He takes his two teaspoons a day.
Yes.
Morning and night after work. And I tell you, that man never gets sick.
Like, there you go.
When I tell you, I could have a deadly cold in the house, he's not getting it.
Yep, there
and
it is.
I'm like, all right, if I can just deal with the consistency or the texture of it, I mean, and just tell myself it's applesauce, then I can get on. But I have done the capsules.
Yes.
So how are you doing the capsules?
I'm not doing the capsules yet, but eventually I will. Yeah,
okay, awesome.
now. Yeah, right now we're just doing the gel.
Okay.
And so.
But I see you have. Can I get?
Sure.
I see you have like different flavors, and this is something I didn't know, that you could do different flavors.
That's correct.
And you're gonna have to say what they are, because I'm like, I'm gonna murder this name.
I can't pronounce these names.
Definitely. Yeah, you pronounce it just the way they say. So this, you know, this is called the first one. This is called Orson. So this is means original. You know. So this is the original sea moss called Orson, and basically this is just
nice.
golden Irish sea moss.
So the Orson is with nothing.
Nothing.
Okay,
yes,
gotcha.
Just original Orson. Straight sea moss there.
Yeah.
So and it's delicious, yeah.
And what kind of berries?
Yeah, that's mossberry.
Mossberry.
Yes. So that has freeze-dried berries in it.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
And that's good that you said that, because a lot of people don't know that about freeze-dried versus dry freeze versus dehydrating and all that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You preserve the minerals.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you preserve the minerals.
Really good, man.
Yeah. And so another thing with sea moss is it's the great thing about it is it's great, right?
Yeah.
The unfortunate thing about it is it has a short shelf life on it.
Oh,
and so
it does.
I know that.
Yeah. So it has in 3 weeks, you know, at the most. If you. And, 4 if you're getting lucky, right? So, but normally it's about 3 weeks. But if you're taking it right, you should finish it within 3 weeks, you know. So, but it has.
And I know at the bottom, once you start to get to the bottom, I know Donald always tells me, he's like, man, I could taste the ocean.
Yes.
He's like, I could taste the ocean towards the bottom. So he's like, I can hear him gagging a little bit. I'm like, see, so I don't know if I can do it. But I'm excited. I want to try the berry one just because, you know, if you can't stand the taste of something, add a berry type or a fruit or something, and you'll be good to go.
There's eight different types of berries there, and they're freeze dried. And then this one is honey and cinnamon. So this goes good with
smell
teas.
Was. Oh, and so talk about that. You can mix it. You don't just have to take the teaspoon,
definitely.
right?
Yes. For people that can't deal with the texture of it.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that can't. So you're not alone. You can take this and make a tea.
Okay.
And, put a tablespoon in there and it'll melt and dissolve away and you won't even taste it. You know? So it'll be like adding honey and cinnamon to your tea.
Nice.
So I've kind of played around with the flavors a little bit to help people.
Okay.
Like how you do.
Yes.
Right.
So I can take some of the honey, cinnamon, and put it in my soursop.
And you got
an
amazing
golden
tea. I mean, just think of that tea.
Yeah, I'm so excited because I'm like, I've been wanting to take sea moss, but I'm just like, I can't do it. The one that we get right now. So I'm excited to I'm going to get that berry and the cinnamon, and I'm good to go.
Definitely.
My tea.
You got somebody because, man, I've been looking for that too,
Your
but I'd rather
too.
Support.
Yes.
Locally,
knowing that it's kosher and it's organic, and that's the two big things right there. It's like you know who you're getting it from, and you know how they get it, where they get it. And I mean, that's huge to me. So Good quality.
No, that's really
quality is there, top of the line.
So you have these, and then you have the leaves.
I got the leaves. Yep, this is the soursop leaves.
So this is what you would boil and make your own.
Yes,
your tea.
Your teas with
your own teas. Yeah,
yes.
and you have this. And okay, so do you do the So this right here with the sea moss, you do in a gel, and then you do these right here as the leaves, right?
That's correct. Yes, yes. So these, this comes raw. I sell sea moss raw.
So you do it raw too? Yeah, that's what
yes. I mean. I do have raw sea moss for people that want to make their own. So we do sell those in a 2 ounce, 4 ounce, 8 ounce, I think.
Yeah.
16 ounce.
Yeah.
And 2 pound bags.
Yeah.
And we got a couple different sizes for the soursop leaves too.
Yeah.
So, but so with those, you know, and you want to make a soursop tea, you take 3 or 4 leaves and you put them in an alkaline or distilled water, you know, and you put a little tablespoon of vinegar in there. Set those there because the vinegar helps clean the leaves and get all the sedatives off of them. So the dirts, and then you boil your water, you know, while those are sitting. So by the time your water gets boiling, you take the leaves, you want to rip them up into the water, you know, and then you want to simmer, right? Because herbs, you can burn herbs out of things. So in order to get the true benefits of the herbs, you have to simmer the water.
Yeah, because when you burn it, it just kills it.
It kills it all out. Right. Exactly.
It's with all food too.
Yes, with all food. Yes. So you want to simmer those for about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And one of the things about soursop leaves too is I normally will sip those at night because it's a sedative too. You know, it helps with sleep. So it'll make you.
Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
It helps with sleep. Yeah. So
I definitely need that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So it'll make you a little sleepy. So you know, but you know, it affects people different. You know, I got some friends that's taking it and they take it through the day and they do perfectly fine. But it is known to be a sedative.
Right.
And when I take it, it makes me knock out.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's right.
So we start nodding off, y'all. My bad. I drank some soursop, but it's all good. It's gonna be perfect timing when I get home.
So is everything up yet for these to be bought? Or
yes, everything's up and going. So we have a website, younglifecmoss.com.
Okay.
So if you know, you guys come get it.
You
need to get it.
We definitely will push this, man, because I definitely believe in the product and the people. We need it, and we need to take our health serious. That is, this is the only machine we get, man. We got to take care of this first. You know what I mean?
Get one.
And then we can handle our business. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Right. So true.
Yeah. No, that's great, man. That's great.
And then after your, so what's next? Because I'm excited.
Well, we're talking about the other business too.
That's what the body armor.
Yeah, body armor.
So this just launched. So like I said, Young Life Sea Moss. If you want sea moss soursop, change your life. Come get it.
Yep.
But another project that I'm heavily involved in is a health and wellness center called Absolute Body Armor that will be opening in Visalia, California.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, so I've been working on it since October, and we're at the final stages right now. So, you know, we've had a couple of dates, but we've pushed them out just because of timing of equipment and stuff like that showing up. But so I've always wanted to open up a sports training center. You know, I've always had a passion to do that, and linked up with a beast out of Visalia named Ron Holly. He's a great guy and an awesome trainer. He was training my son. He originally started training my son, and he did a great job there. And then my daughter jumped in, and he was training her when she was, you know, doing her basketball thing. Yeah. Then the wife jumped in, and I jumped in for, you know, he's training a family. So we sat around, and, you know, one of the things about me is I really look for certain work ethics in people. And he possessed a lot of those. You know, I could see a lot of great things in him, and that's important when you want to go into partnerships and business ventures. So we talked about it, and it's like, hey, you know, let's make this happen. You know, so we partnered up, and we're moving it forward. It's been great. It's been a long haul. Like I said, we've been working on it since October. It's in Visalia, in downtown Visalia, on 701 School Street.
Nice.
And it's not a regular gym. It's a health and wellness center. So we're doing a lot of other things there outside of just having people come in and lift weights. You know, you have to join our classes. You have to sign a contract. You know, we're going to hold you to results.
Oh, wow.
So it's nothing.
I've never heard of nothing like that. Yeah, that's crazy.
We're holding you to results, because it's important that, you get the results. We want to, and that's the whole thing that we want to do. We want to separate ourselves from everybody else, and no, we're really going to get you the results that you're looking for.
Wow. That's accountability right there.
Yes, absolutely.
That is so different.
Yes.
Versus walking into other gyms and they got pizza on Tuesday and donuts on Thursday. I'm like, really? If that ain't sabotaging at its finest, I don't know what is.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
That's a great idea.
That is. Man, I never heard anything like that.
Yeah, so
that's exciting.
That is exciting. I'm like, because I honestly and I know a few other people, we need an accountability. Just like kids love structure or need structure. They don't like it, but they need it. Adults, we need accountability. We don't like it, but we need it, you know, to keep us on that straight and narrow. And so you doing something like this with the gym and having people sign that contract, that's huge.
Yes, right. Yeah, definitely.
Because they, in turn, they're going to get the results that they're looking for.
Yes, definitely. Yes.
They walk in and they're like, these are the things, these are my goals, and you guys are helping them get to that. And I love that.
Yes.
That separates you guys from the others out there.
For sure. Yeah, it's the discipline, right?
Yeah.
So, we, as along with the accountability. So, but it's the discipline, right?
Yeah.
That we want to make sure we instill in people. And,
Yep.
And when you say discipline, a lot of times people think discipline from, a different way, but we're talking about discipline from staying on course and not getting off course, right?
Absolutely.
So, we're gonna hold you to it,
Right.
But in this building too, we're doing a lot of things with the youth too. That's why it's a health and wellness center. So it's not just exercising and working out. We're also doing running a mentor program for the youth, and they're for middle and high school kids. So we're right now just finishing up an RFP with the Unified School District. So we just submitted that to basically get approved for a grant, to run this program there at Absolute Body Armor. So. It's a 10-week course for the kids that we take them through, and we help them with their after school assignments, and interpersonal skills, their social skills, conflict resolution, leadership qualities. We not only are we going to get you right physically, we want to get you right mentally as well.
Absolutely.
And give you some tools for the real world and coming out here, what it's going to take to survive.
Man.
So.
That is huge. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
So do the kids, I imagine they have to be a part of the Visalia Unified, or can anyone okay.
Yeah. It's right now, because it's with the Visalia Unified School District, so our pitch is for us to take up to 50 kids from there. We're taking 10 kids from each middle school. Okay. So and there's 4 out of the 4 schools. I think we're taking 50 kids.
Okay.
And then we're taking 50 high school kids from each one of the high schools. Redwood, Mount Whitney. What else? The other ones?
Golden West,
and LD.
Yeah.
So we're taking 50 out of them.
Okay.
And we're using the high school kids to be participate actively in being the mentor of the kids. So the mentees. So the kids are the mentees and the high schools are the mentors. And then we're kind of the ones that are teaching the high school kids how to kind of cascade that information down, or that type of coaching down to the younger kids.
That's a leadership role for them.
Definitely.
Teaching them leadership skills and coaching and learning how to be coached and to coach.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So we're talking 100 kids a semester that we're going after that we want to impact. Yeah, it's a 10-week course. Yeah. So
that's amazing.
Yeah. And then the building is 10,000 square feet. So we got a lot of activity. It's we have some amazing workout equipment in there. Along with we got boxing in there too as well, and actually we're working right now to put basketball in there too.
Oh wow!
Nice.
So we just hooked up with a guy by the name of Perryman. Michael Perryman. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Basketball coach, father, husband.
Yes. Very excellent guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yes. Him and his wife.
I know I'm friends with his wife, Erica.
Yes,
and I are real good friends.
Yes, beautiful people.
They are
beautiful people. So
they are.
Yeah. So we're gonna integrate some things with them and their nonprofit organization and bring that into the building too as well.
Yeah. That's perfect right there. I mean, y'all need to get excited about this because this is what we've been wanting. This is what we need. This is what we've been asking for. You're giving us what we need. And so, man, thank you because from the community, because this is what we need.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
You're doing it. And so our kids, I mean, parents should be thankful because our kids are going to benefit from this. I mean, you're teaching just in this conversation we're having now. I mean, you're teaching them things like leadership skills, accountability, discipline, all the things that as adults, we're still trying to learn, A lot of adults I know are still trying to learn those life gems.
Definitely.
And so the kids really are our future. And so there was a generation that it got missed, these core values that they were missed somewhere along the lines.
Yes.
And you're bringing it back home, bringing it back to the basics. And so that's honorable.
Yes, definitely,
really
definitely. Giving the kids an outlet, and giving them a place where they can go and get well-rounded, So, it's tough. A lot of these, teams, when it come to, basketball and soccer, it's hard for them to find places to practice, so it's very, very hard for them. So we're going to open up the gym to Mike Perriman and his team there to be able to come. I think Mike has 6 or 8 different teams that he's working with right now. So he's a big player in it. So shout out to Mike Perriman and what he's doing there.
I'd love to introduce you to my cousin too, Kevin Jackson. I don't know if he's really well known in the community with, he's a football coach. So maybe afterwards I can share his information with you because he's same way. I mean, he's mentoring a lot of these boys, getting them ready for the real world, by coaching them in football in Visalia. He coaches, I think it's called the Ducks, if I'm not mistaken. But same thing. I'd love to pair you up with him.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're always looking to network.
Yep, that's what it's about.